I'm Charlotte, and I'm the Director of Student Development and Activities, and I cover 4 main areas within the Students Association. So extracurricular activities, whether it's societies like the 150 available to you or the Student Project Fund. There are subcommittees that I sit on, so Charities Campaign, St. Andrew's Voluntary Service, Saints LGBT+, and On the Rocks Arts Festival, and many more. And I also cover employability and volunteering. So I work with K-Pod and the professional skills curriculum. I'm a liaison with the Career Center, and I work towards recognizing everything that our student volunteers do for the Students Association.
Hi, my name is Lewis Wood, and I'm the association president here. My job could also be referred to as the Director of External Relations. It means that I work with local government, national government, student politicians, community council, and the university quite extensively. Within my portfolio, the Student Association is also community relations, environment, wedding and access, and accommodation.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the Director of Events and Services. So at its bare bones, I run events and I help students run events. Essentially, I make sure that you guys have fun. That is my job. It is great.
So I'm Zach, I'm the Director of Education, so that means I take lead on all of the academic representation here at St Andrews, and this covers learning and teaching, employability and postgraduate studies. So I kind of do this in twofold. I work quite closely with the school presidents and class reps, and I help them with their plans, ambitions, help them implement projects, that kind of thing. And then I personally sit on a lot of university committees to make sure that the student voice is heard.
My name's Tom, I'm the Athletic Union President, and my job entails looking after all of our university sports clubs, of which there are 60, helping manage their day-to-day tasks such as finances, fixtures, competition, and then liaising between them and the university, both on their own strategy and also the university's long-term strategy.
My name is Claire, and my position is Director of Wellbeing, which means that I lead student representation when it comes to the areas of wellbeing and equal opportunities, and I also run the student elections. This means that I oversee the union's committees for LGBT+, equal opportunities and well-being, and I also sit on the university's committees relevant to welfare, support provision, the student experience, and more.
Favourite part so far, I think, is just interacting with so many different types of people on so many different types of ideas. That's the wonder of having kind of 60 sports clubs, is that every club has a new idea and an innovative idea of things they want to do. And so to be able to chat to them and help coordinate some of the things they want to do is really, really fulfilling.
One of my favourite parts has been going along with university staff to conferences throughout the UK. It's really cool both to be able to represent the Student Association at those places because we have a really awesome union, but also to learn more about the areas that I work in and what other institutions are doing in those areas. I'd say another part would be helping students turn their ideas into a reality. That part is really rewarding.
So part of the job that I really like is kind of getting to know the university a bit better and seeing how it functions on the inside, seeing how policies are kind of created, changed, and how everyone gets to input into them before they kind of become official. And you get quite a great oversight in my role of how all these different units and schools work together, which I find very interesting.
So I never thought about running to be a SAB, but the former DOSDA reached out and she told me that I should consider the job. And at first I didn't think I was qualified, but the fact that she had reached out and told me to think about it made me feel like I actually was qualified and could do a good job. So I sat myself down, did some research, and realized I had a lot of ideas, and that's what did it.
I decided to run for a sabbatical position because I had a lot of experience with running events with the ENTS crew, and I really enjoy it, and I was considering doing it as a career, so I thought this would be a good way of getting some experience that I could not otherwise get to find out if that's what I want to do.
Quite simply, I thought I'd do a good job, and I think that is all you need. If these are jobs that you look at from the outside and you think, I could give that a go, I could really make a difference, and that's something I believe in, I think you don't need anything else.
Go for it. Don't be put off by the idea of competition. It can be a bit intimidating, but you'll definitely surprise yourself when it comes to the point where you need to make those speeches and sell yourself. I would also say, don't be put off if you haven't been a huge part of the union before. It's definitely not a requirement, and it's a great opportunity to get involved.
Make the most of it. You only have a year and it goes by really quickly. But also think about what the athletic union means to you. What can you change about it? Do you have any big ideas of things you want to try and do? Because that year is your best opportunity. You work with some of the, you work with some extremely high up people within the university, and you can discuss proper long-term strategy with them.
Don't worry about the elections process. I know campaigning can seem quite stressful and intimidating, but all of the candidates are in the same boat. It's end up you have a nice community. You all kind of work together, and you get through it as a nice team. It's actually really great fun at the end of the day. You get to chat about all the things that you're really passionate about as well, and you get to see students interact with that, which is great fun.
I say definitely go for it, but the other thing to do is have a think about what you could do with the union that no one else could. Like, there's a real opportunity to be really creative in this job, so have a think about it.
Do it. I would firstly talk to the person who currently has the position. That way you can find out if it's something you'd actually be interested in. And then from there, just think of ideas. And if you're passionate about them, then that's all you need.
Just do it. I think that student elections seem impenetrable and really complicated or really difficult, and like you must have sat on every committee before in the world, but there's really no requirement other than having an idea and wanting to run on it. I think I was heavily involved in the union before I ran, but absolutely not necessary. I think if you like being in St Andrews, if you like your university, and if you care about making a difference or making what we do well already carry on being so good, there really is no better way to interact than running for a sabbatical position. I also think this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You will never be given the resources, the support, the infrastructure, and the access that you're given as a sabbatical officer in any other career. And it really is a kind of brilliant opportunity, and I can't recommend it highly enough.